The Grove are back with another weekly podcast, and West Ham are back like they never left us. We got well. I was about to say that it's a great point. It's not a great point, but it might be come the end of the season. But it felt like two drops. Obviously, I was up there. It was a little bit depressing, but as I say, come May, it might be a massive point. What was your thoughts on the game, Joe?
Um, I thought the first 5 minutes they carved us open a few times. I was like, oh, done. But then after that, we kind of like got grip of the game, started getting having a lot of ball, a lot of possession, creating stuff. Solomon looked sharp, and overall in the first half, I thought we was a better side and well deserving of going in, like winning. But then second half, fuck me, it's just we got battered, absolutely battered. But other than it, I mean, our second goal was the most like against the fucking run of play you'll ever see. But then after that, I was just like, we've got quality in our side. That's what we can do. Like, I don't think we played well at all. And fair play to Burnley. The second half, they really stepped up and put us under a lot of pressure. I mean, a couple of saves that Fleming missed quite a few chances. They had a couple like hit the post, had one off the line. So in the end, we done. I feel like the draw was probably the fair result. We done quite well to get out of it because I think after they got that second, there's another like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think it's a good like a wake up call, reality check.
I
But
think it's pretty much how you said. There was like in the first 5 minutes, they had like a few chances, and everyone's a bit like, oh fucking, we're a bit like nervy here because everyone pretty much predicted the team at the game. It was like it's going to be an inexperienced Kante and Alford in the middle, and in brief, I thought they were really good, like keeping the ball and attacking, but there was a few times in like the transition we were just getting carved open with ease during that game. And I think that's
yeah,
where we missed like an experience of like an Alvarez or Suchek or
Suja.
whatever. But obviously we can't really do much about that because unfortunately half of our squad at the minute just don't want to be at the football club, so it can't really be helped, can it?
which
What's
I'm
your
not
thoughts,
mad at.
Marlo?
Get rid of them.
Hmm. What was your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, no, I pretty much just watched the second half, and that's when we were getting bummed by Burnley, to be fair. Simon Fleming ex Millwall, of course, he was there to try and haunt us and stuff. Had a really good game, didn't he? Don't know why we never targeted him, because he was actually pretty decent last season when they actually had a chance. But yeah, we were fortunate to get the second goal. Like I said, Solomon did well to get the goal. And yeah, it's just the small things, it's just small details. Ollie Skulls, I'm sure we'll talk about more, having that challenge and getting the penalty didn't really suit us and help our cause. And if we didn't have that, maybe we would have gone on to win the game and shut the game off. But unfortunately, that happened. And yeah, it just shows how thin the squad is because who do we have to bring on? We only had like defenders, not really much midfielders and stuff. Couldn't really contain the press from Burnley and stuff. They just kept pressurising us. And yeah, defensively, at the end, the last 10 minutes when we just need to be solid, we just couldn't get rid of the ball out or anything. And yeah, but look, it's the first game. We got two new signings. Well, hopefully two more signs come in before the game. And hopefully that change. Obviously, Pablo might be off injured. That'll be a blow. Uh, it's the first game. We got Charlton next. We'll talk about later. But yeah, first
Yeah,
game.
I just think that obviously after they announced the teams, I was pretty happy with it. The new boy from Spurs was playing. I thought he was fucking brilliant, by the way. Minus all the controversy and the like splits in the fan base and all the ropey chants, let's say. Yeah, I thought he was brilliant. He was just like one of them classic wingers, wants to attack. You can tell he's like almost like a little bit above the defenders that are going to be in this league. Maybe
He
not
looked
cut.
sharp.
Yeah, I thought maybe not cut out for the Prem, like in terms of being like an elite winger, but for what we need, and who knows next season if we do go up, but in the immediate future, he's going to be a really exciting and important player to have. It's just a case of can he stay fit, and if he can, then we've got a great player on our hands.
The only
Yeah,
thing
in
is,
terms of
sorry, I was saying, talking about him staying fit and stuff like that. I saw him signal to the bench like 85th minute. Is
mm,
that like, is he picked up an injury or anything, or?
Might just be rustiness. He's not really played a lot, has he? And
not match fit, maybe.
Yeah. But as I say, it's one of them games. If it was like a barnstorming end-to-end 2-2 and we come away with a point, you're like, I saw after the game, apparently in their last 2 years in the Championship, they've lost 5 games there. So that is like their, like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't really lose a lot of points there. But it's the way in which we throw it away. It's like, how many times over the last 12 months have we watched this happen? Bournemouth, Chelsea. There's like so many other ones that I could just list. And whether it's the mentality of the players or the subs or the attitude of Nuno, it's just the same old story with West Ham, no matter who we're playing or what league we're in. Even when we went 2 up, which was against the run of play, again, Kante on the wing doing great fucking work. It was like as I say, it was against the run of play, and then we just ended up sitting in our own goal. There was no, like, obviously in that sort of whatever, like after you get that goal, you want to just be hitting them on the break and just absorbing and breaking, but we seem to just have nothing to offer on the break. And I thought Pablo had a really good first half. He was sort of linking things up together well, winning his duels, doing his usual sports day fucking bleep tests, and then he come off, and we was all like, "What the fuck?" But obviously, it turns out he had a knock.
Yeah, he's cracked.
So
Miss Charlton.
That's about right.
And that's an annoying thing. Like, for all his faults and that, Pablo, he does have his benefits to the side. I don't think that can really be disputed. All right, he's signed as a goal scorer. He needs to score goals predominantly, and he hasn't. But there are other attributes to his game which I think benefits other players in our side. So I mean, if you just said, obviously before kickoff, you're going to Burnley away, who are obviously, they come down with us. All right, we finish about, 18 points ahead of them. But they're seen as their track record in the Championship is pretty good.
They'll be up there,
And you've got to go away there first game of the season with 2 midfielders starting the first ever league match for us. And you look at the depth of the squad, especially you look at the bench. And the circumstances weren't great. Shit, I've thrown it away. But does that end up with a point? I don't think it's the worst point in the world. Don't get me wrong. If you would have asked me that 5 minutes after kickoff, full time, but once we reflect on it, look at it, I don't think it's the worst point in the world. And you look at the other teams that are supposedly up there or meant to be up there, apart from Borough, and you say Millwall, nobody else really. I mean, Wolves drew at home to Blackburn.
They were.
Southampton lost to Watford.
Yeah. No, mate, yeah, it's true. But I mean, as much as it was annoying to like drop points in the end, I thought that other than his like reckless challenge, I thought Scholes had a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Wolford looked so composed on the ball. He was just doing the basics. Kante looked fucking unreal.
Yeah, a couple of times I feel like Wolford got caught out in there. But as I said, his first appearance.
Lack of minutes. Like, you got to think, like, he's played barely any football because he went out on loan last year. Barely got a kick because they were doing really well without him. But I think that the only thing I'd say that what Burnley exposed for me is we've all been saying how we should like piss the league and you know what I mean, how we've got a great squad, but we don't have a great squad.
We haven't. It's the thing is, don't get me wrong, obviously the people say, but it's everybody else, all the other teams, and in theory we should. I mean, we've been in the Premier League for 15 years, we should have like side, but then on one hand, everybody else said, the Championship's such a tough league. All the other teams, I think, we're going to piss it.
Yeah.
All right. Wait and see to the end of the window. If we get the players in that we need, we might well do. But
they don't know West Ham at all, isn't it? Like, they don't know how much of bottle jobs we are. We won't win the league because we're West Ham United. We never win the Championship. That's it. We'll always be the bridesmaids or actually the top way through the playoffs, but we will never win the Championship. If we do, Lord help me, I'll go and wear a bridal suit in what's called West Ham in the Premier League next season. Literally, I will.
Could you imagine playing Millwall at Wembley? The playoff final.
Hell.
Jesus.
Behind closed doors. No, but
I feel like the thing. Another thing frustrating with Nuno like you look at the stats since he's joined, we dropped 20 points from winning positions.
Yeah.
It's clearly something that he needs to change. I mean, even what he brought on Wolf Prowse, and I thought, oh, for Pablo, I was like, oh, he's just going to go 4-3-3. Then I'm seeing Wolf Prowse on the wing right mid for like half an hour, where it's clearly not working. But why? Just go 4-3-3.
This is what I'm saying. Like, we have 5 or 6 like elite first teamers that will be great this season. But when we was in need of a change, if you look back at that bench is a joke. There's like 5 kids on there, keeper, and then you've got like James Ward-Prowse who just gets fired out of a cannon and just lands wherever he lands on the pitch. We honestly think we need at least like 4 or 5 players in. And what doesn't help is if we had the players on the bench that were at the club, it would be fine, but they don't want to be here. So we need to just get them out the door ASAP and get some replacements in. Obviously, we've got deals for like Parrott that seems to have fallen through. We're signing a striker from Leeds who's championship proven. Obviously, he's not the most like exciting signing, but after what I saw, we just need numbers in the fucking squad now. And it's really frustrating because when we got relegated, there was obviously initial like feeling like shit or whatever. And then with all the news of the ownership, it was almost like the fan base was uplifted and we turned a corner. And now because of all the fucking nonsense that's gone upstairs with like gold shares and Kretinsky and Amanda Staveley, it feels like we're just back to the usual shit August for West Ham fans, just not knowing what's going on, waiting until the last second to get players in. And it felt like this summer was going to be a bit different, but it turns out it's just gone back to how it always is.
I mean, judging by what I see on Twitter and when I watch other like West Ham YouTube channels and all that, there's talk like Nuno's obviously like, I mean, even come out in the press and said I need players, but apparently he knows what he wants and they're just willing to wait. I mean, you don't want to just be a scattergun. If they're waiting, then they've got till the 1st of September. So I don't think we can judge just yet. As frustrating and impatient as we're getting, because we know we need bodies, I think just judge them in the transfer window. If they've not delivered, then by all means we can fucking
because like it's all well and good Kante and Alford having like a great game, but that's so much pressure to put on them two, like starting them both like that in like a really tough game. I thought they both done well. But going back to the game itself, try and review it. Obviously, as you say, like we survived the storm in the first 5 minutes, got the goal from a corner. I thought we dominated the ball well, which is unlike West Ham, to be fair. But then we didn't really do much with it. I don't remember their keeper making any saves or anything. Gets to half time.
I was just gonna say we got into some good positions in that, broke like creating like triangle stuff like that. And there was a couple of times I think Tatty done a great first time ball over the top to Bowen. He should have squared it really. So if he squares it and we go 2-0 up, then but
I should have known it was going to go to shit, Joe, because I went for the half-time drop of about a minute to go. Get down there, I'm right at the back of the queue, I'm like, right, it's fine. Get right to the front, all 3 taps break, it's just pouring foam out. And they've just got like 1,000 West Ham just giving this poor fucking geezer behind the bar loads of shit. Ended up just necking like half an ice cream and half a pint. Go back up, and it's just West Ham are just backs to the wall, and everyone's looking stressed. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. And yeah, it was that classic thing of just sort of hanging on. And then Kante gets the ball out wide again on the byline. That seems to be his little fucking trait now, doesn't it? He's done the exact same thing against Portsmouth. Goes to the byline, cuts it back, bang, goal, 2-0. And we're just over the moon because it's so against the run of play. They're like, right, we're sort of going to nick this now. And then Scholes, like, there was a few times where he gave the ball away, but then he would backtrack and get the ball back. So he was having from what I could see, he was having like an all right game. And you see him fly in, and from where I was standing, it looked like he got a foot on the ball. So I was like, oh, that ain't a pen. And then the ref points, you're like, oh, well, there's no VAR, so it's a fucking penalty.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it was a penalty.
It was a pen, yeah.
Yeah. And then the moment that goes in, everyone's looking at each other like, oh, don't do that. Just don't do what we know we're going to do. And then I remember, like, after Scholes done that, you could see his head was gone because he was, like, time wasting with a throw. He was looking stressed. And then he brings Juve on, who's somehow fucking worse. He's just strolling about, and I was like, no, we need to get this cunt off.
There was one like clearance to try that basically put the player through like
Yeah. Oh my
down a
gosh.
goal. I was like, really?
Oh
40
no.
million, mate. Just take that shit and run. I'm telling you.
And our inability to clear the ball, mate, was fucking my blood pressure. I was like, just get rid. Like even though they deserved it, yeah. The equalising goal, it's just pinball inside the box, and it's just for what's it? Wall Price is just looking down. I think just bounced off him, and then he's even scuffed the finish. And I'm like, for fuck's sake!
Had to be that cunt as well, didn't it? It had to be him.
I think he scored a couple against us, didn't he? Like when he was in the Prem and that.
And then Burnley fans started cucking out for Millwall and started singing his Millwall song. I was like, oh mate, what the fuck?
And obviously, I've been seeing all Millwall fans lap it up when, say, if a visiting team goes and sings Bowl at the Den, and like calling it cringe and whatever. But hypocrites. But I suppose football fans, we are hypocrites.
But yeah, it was just the same old story with us. It was like before that corner went in, everyone was muttering, "This is going in." Because it's like even from where we were standing, you could see there was no out ball. So even if we cleared it, it was just going to come back. There was no one outside the box. It was like it's just bouncing around. You just see it roll in. You're like, great. And then Burnley fans would have probably come away from the game thinking they were unlucky to not win it because other than our 2 goals, we was lucky to just not concede 3, 4, or 5. Like it was, we have this ability in games to come away from a game and you're scratching your head like, I don't know whether to be happy with the point, pissed off, or lucky that we've not lost it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something we have to address. And look, with signings and stuff, like I said, we've got 2 signings, Engels and Perot, that will come in. I don't know if they'll change anything, but like I said, we do need more. We probably need more of an outlet.
I fucking hope so.
So, yeah, we'll see. But look, like I said, it was the first game. It was a good test, a real eye opener to see, to show Nuno what he's actually missing and what he needs as well. And he's come out and made it public that he knows what he needs and stuff. So, look, he's still a manager. We got trust and hope in him, and that we back him. That's the main thing.
Thing is, though, you sort of knew what Burnley's game plan was going to be because they do it really weird now. The West Ham players warmed up with the home fans, and we watched the Burnley players warm up. It was really fucking odd. But their whole warm up was just the fullbacks pinging in crosses to the striker. It was just like that's the game plan, and the amount of goals that he could have fucking scored was ridiculous. But I thought in general, obviously Kilman scored. He didn't really put a foot wrong. He didn't really have any clangers from what I can remember. It's just as you say, we just need some more players in the squad because as much as people don't like the big fat German, and I know now he's gone anyway, so it don't really matter. But when you're when you're chasing a goal, you need strikers on the fucking bench for a start. So if we can just
I'd rather have you on the bench than him. Honestly, I'm so happy. Just go. Like all of them today, fuck off, go. I don't care. Was Alvarez refusing to play? Apparently, fuck off.
Even that is just so frustrating because he played against Portsmouth, and he had his classic Alvarez brain rot moment. You're like, oh well, if we can keep him, he's experienced, plays international football, it'd be great to have. And then he don't want to be in. It's like we've just inherited. Like Graham Potter had this fucking great idea to get rid of all the leaders. We've just replaced them with a set of cunts.
Like all right. I mean, you're the reason. I mean, them players are the reason why we're in the second division. So fair enough. If you want to leave, you want to leave. I mean, players will do if you play Premier League and that. Just don't be a cunt about it. I'm sure if you'd because I'm sure any other club looking at you is like fucking hell. Like he could do that to us. So just be professional. Don't be a cunt, and I'm sure you get your move. But yeah, and apparently, I see just before we started that Fabrizio Romano tweeted something about Wan-Bissaka to Villa. Like it's done.
Oh, good.
I think it's a loan with an obligation. I think.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. We need to get these players out, and I know you want to haggle, get the best price, but you can't be having because they're going to start. Because how do we not know that this group that don't want to be here, not influencing the likes of Juve and Tatty and all the rest of them? Because again, I'm pretty sure Tatty and Juve just went straight down a tunnel. Didn't even come over. Tatty just looked frustrated for most of the game. Juve, as I say, was just fucking dog shit when he come on, which always annoys me when our fans dig out the likes of Scholes and Pablo, because yeah, they might not be the greatest players, but at least they want to do the basics and put on the fucking shirt for a start. I think the treatment of Scholes is quite harsh. What do you boys think of it?
Well, I mean, football is harsh. I mean, you're going to be judged every time you step into a pitch, especially starting games for West Ham. But he's, as you said, he's still a young player applying learning his trade and that. But I don't feel like you can be too. He needs to know. Obviously, it's like that's not good enough. That wasn't not right. That wasn't right. So it's one of them. Obviously, you don't like fucking blast him or whatever and just rip into him. But he needs to know, and I think he does. But you can't go too far one way or the other.
Marta?
Yeah, I just think it's sad, isn't it? Because you don't want to do that to a young kid who's coming through and still learning the game and stuff. Like, that's the main thing. You need to remember he's young and stuff, and he knows most. Like, he came off and was like putting his hands to the away fans and stuff. You saw that on TV. Like, you don't need to be belittling and doing that to him. Like, he could be a mainstay in our squad for years to come because he's that good, to be fair. So he's gonna learn the hard way and stuff, but we don't need to be badgering him and telling him how shit he is because he's not shit. You guys are just so frustrated. I don't know what's upsetting your life to make you have a go at a little kid. So yeah,
remember
we'll
when
all be
Not
on
a
him.
little kid. No, but he's a professional footballer at the end of the day. I mean,
He is a
it
professional footballer, but he's in
comes
the
with response.
infancy. He's at the infancy of his training. So at the same time, he's obviously going to make these mistakes. And the more mistakes he does, the better he'll learn from it. That's the main thing. But there's no reason to have a dig at him for someone that actually is committed to the shirt and actually loves the club and stuff. You know?
No, it's got to be constructive because you can't just be like all blasé about it. You got
Yeah, of course. But that's what I'm
that
saying.
wasn't
Like,
good
we
enough.
don't have to be like cursing him and fucking sending
No,
death
of
threats to
course.
him. We can
No,
obviously tell him that was
I don't think anybody
we said,
has.
but no, but that's the thing. We've all come out and said, look, that was a mistake he did, but we don't just go on about his family or whatever and stuff. That's
No,
it.
of course not.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. Like, of course we've
I
got
think it's
opinions
more
and
just
we're
Twitter,
allowed
to be
to.
fair, because
Yeah, but
at
that's
the
what I'm saying. It's
game,
Twitter.
because at the game, people were obviously annoyed at him for making the challenge, but they were clapping him when he fucking walked past and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he showed character last season when he made that mistake in one of the games, and he was starting the next game and he was fine. And when he first come into the team, I remember at Arsenal away, he was fucking brilliant, and that game we won. So there's obviously a player in there, but this whole thing of now people I've seen say, "Oh yeah, he's done, he's finished, he's shit," and I'm like,
Yeah.
So we sing to all our youth players. Oh, you need to start the youth, play the youth. He's one of our own, and then like the moment they make a mistake, you just fucking saying their shit and don't want to see him. Just brain rot.
Yeah.
But the only other thing I was going to say was at full time, Nuno thought it'd be a good idea to lead the charge towards the away end. I'm always torn with that because even when we're shit and like I'm not happy and I've wasted my whole day, I don't like booing players off. It just feels wrong. I don't like doing it. But he come over and mate, he was getting fucking pelters. Like people were not happy. When rightly so, because I think it's more giving him shit because they hold him responsible because it tends to be his setup and his tactics that just invite the pressure on.
Well, as I was saying to you at the Pompey game, he's on thin ice.
Yeah.
Like, there's quite a lot of people that, I mean, if we would have got rid of Nuno, I would have been upset. I'd have been, it's pretty much what I wanted, but he's going to be out managing. It's not going to change. But I can imagine he's on thin ice, so he needs to start well. And the long short of it, he has to get us promoted. Otherwise, say if we're like fucking 10th or something, October, it'd be out the door.
Yeah.
I mean, and then it's all on Kretinsky because that's his guy.
Yeah, exactly. But hopefully we can turn it around. We've got Charlton next week. I think they beat Derby, didn't they? 2-1.
Yeah, 1-2 at home.
Yeah, they beat Derby. But you think the quality disparity between fucking West Ham and Charlton, we need to get a win and look good against them. Hopefully by the time the game on Saturday, we've got some more players in.
Well, we've got two. Engels and Pirro will start.
Yeah. As I say, I was a bit torn with Kante and Orford because I thought overall they had good games, but just when we play the midfield too, we just look so lightweight in like when other teams attackers they just cut through us like nothing. And obviously there's certain games we can get away with it, but hopefully Engels can come in because obviously we've spent enough dough on him, so he's got to be highly rated. So hopefully we can get off to winning ways against Charlton.
One thing I'll say as well is our home games are going to be very crucial because we've probably got a lot bigger pitch than most other teams in the Championship. So we probably definitely got to make the most of that to try and stretch out the opposition, get them tired, make them chase the ball and stuff if we keep possession and then just playing to our strengths and stuff. So home games, I do think we're going to have a decent atmosphere, and I think we probably will get a lot of our points from the home games and hopefully make it a fortress. This could be the year we'll make the London Stadium a fortress.
Well, it has to be.
It has to be. And this is the year we all have to come together and just join and just try and make it into that as much as we can, especially with night games as well. But yeah, I would say I'm looking forward to the Charlton game, hopefully. Yeah.
Just win.
Yeah, we'll win.
Other than that, I think I said last time we got Southampton in the Carabao. I was just saying to Marla before you joined, and I was like, I imagine Nuno just does not give a shit about that. That's more of a hindrance, isn't it?
Does anybody in the West Ham fan base give a shit?
Yeah.
Was it 3,000 tickets?
Only thing I like for the cup is just the dopamine of the cup draw because I still get that like, oh come on, I want to get a fucking decent one away or whatever. But yeah, obviously this season the priority is going to be going up. But in terms if we're going to try and be consistent with our own fucking podcast, if we've got to keep track of the predictions, I'm pretty sure we all got that wrong, didn't we?
I said 3-1.
I said 4-1. Yes, yeah. Great start. 0-0-0 on the board.
Yeah.
I suppose we can do one for Charlton. We would normally do like a preview of the other team. I can't do that for Championship. I'm sorry. I just don't know any of the fucking players or anything.
Well,
unless one of you two want to fucking pipe up. I'm sorry. I ain't got Scooby.
Well, where I live, I've got quite a lot of Charlton mates who are already, starting to give me pelters, already like fucking looking forward to the game, saying how they're going to do us, this and that. But I know one player. I think he scored the winner. His name's Lloyd Jones.
I've heard of him.
I think it's meant to be like a Twitter joke or so, but we apparently was linked with him. And they've got the winger. I think he scored the winger that scored. The winner I think his name's Tyrese Campbell.
You could just be making up names. I'm like, yeah.
Tyrese Campbell, the one who plays for Stoke and someone's son, right? That's the Nottingham Forest geezer's son, that died recently.
No, I'm pretty sure his name's Tyrese. Is it Tyrese? I think his middle
name Tyrese Campbell.
Yeah, his middle name is Tupac Shakur.
I wish I hadn't started this because this is all just fucking guesswork. If a Charlton
no, but they do have.
Shut the fuck up.
They do have Connor Coventry in their midfield, and I think they have Reece Burke still at Charlton as well.
Burke at Charlton.
No, he was at one point. years ago. No, I think he's with like the rest of the West Ham Academy at Luton.
No, he was at Luton. I think he actually moved to Charlton after Luton. I think, and then, do you know who else they have? They have the ex-Millwall fan, in it that moved to them now.
Oh, was it McNamara?
That right back, McNamara. Yeah, he was giving a lip and stuff about West Ham. So, yeah. Hopefully.
Little prick.
He was like, oh, Millwall do West Ham on and off the pitch, and then went signed for Charlton. Right then, mate.
Yeah, well, fucking prick.
He went to my school, obviously a while ago.
You should have waited him in, Joe. You had a great chance.
I mean, I think I'm 3 years older than him. I think I might have left by the time he went, but anyway, yeah.
Just fucking go back and wait.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I think the only thing about the Charlton game is like you say, you want to try and make like the London, fucking in Stratford, got to try and make it hard for teams to win there, but everyone's going to treat it like
to win there.
Yeah. Reece Burke does play for Charlton.
Everyone's going to treat it like a cup final because it's the closest thing to like a Wembley day out, isn't it? And it's like, everyone wants to go there and get something, but hopefully we can get off to winning ways because it was, all I was going to say was, at full time at the game, everyone's head was just on fucking Mars, and it was making out like, oh, we're doomed with this, with that. But I honestly think it was just the manner in which we done it. If it was a barnstorming end to end, we'd have come away like, you know what, end of the season, we'll look back and be like a point away at Burnley, who will probably be up there in the top 4, top 5 or whatever. It's just the way in which we throw fucking games away. So hopefully we can take a lead, maintain, and actually win a fucking game on Saturday anyway.
Yeah.
You boys got anything else to add before I wrap up?
I'm all good.
I'm going to be honest, my championship knowledge ain't the best.
That's why
We'll
I
get
didn't
better,
say
boys.
when
We'll
all
learn
yous were
together.
That's why I didn't say well when all you were trying to pipe up listing random fucking players that might play for Charlton. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit this one out.
All I know is their winger's middle name is Tupac Shakur. That's the best I've got. That's all I can offer.
And that is the knowledge you're getting with the Grove.
There we go.
Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. If you're still here, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to put any questions in. If we get a question, we'll read it out. We'll try and long it out for like 10 minutes, so it looks like we've got a question segment, but it's just one question. Marder's gonna go on his burner now. Marder, I really love your fucking vest. Where did you get that from?
No, I'm just actually doing the Tyrese Anthony Tupac Shakur.
I fucking knew it. See,
God.
you get knowledge.
Oh yeah, Nathaniel Talbot moved there, didn't he? Oh, I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Amari Bell. I remember them.
I think he played for Luton.
Yeah, Amari Bell played for Luton. Oh, they've got a Sierra there as well.
Who?
His name is Daniel
I
Canu.
say, you got anything else to add? You both say no. I do the outro, and then you start waffling about fucking.
Yeah, this is the outro. Oh, Carl Grant as well. But yeah,
he's quite good for this level.
Yeah, I liked Carlin. He's getting on the age now, isn't he? All right, this is the outro. We've been a Grove.
Come on, you Highlands. That's just the way it is.